I'm going to talk about the takeaway tactic that narcissists use. The origins of a lot of these behaviors and tactics that these narcissists use come from a very simplistic form that they developed in childhood to begin with. And if you try to complicate them with complex adult rational reasoning, you're only going to end up more confused than what you started out with in the first place. With the narcissist being the bullying child, the more mischievous child that desired control and realized at a certain point the power and the effects of control through manipulation. Example, bullying child sees the sibling child playing with a toy that they really like. They see their happiness, their contentment with it. Now, the bullying child, just out of wanting to cause mischief, and maybe it may be agony or frustration in the sibling child, they take the toy while the sibling child's not around or away, and they hide it. Sibling child comes back looking for the toy, wanting to play with it. They can't find it. Now, the bullying child knows exactly where they put it, knows exactly where it is, but they're getting a kick and pleasure out of seeing their sibling crying, upset, and worried about where their toy is. Okay? Now, typically, the bullying child will reveal it if some type of demand that they want is met. Now, once we're dealing with adults, these narcissists at least, once they're dealing with adults, they can't play keep away with toys anymore. Okay? They quickly learn that you have to do other things with adults, and there's certain things that adults react to and respond to that children don't. So over this period, of course, of time that they're growing and these years of learning how to manipulate, they find out that there's other ways and methods to play keep away with adults to get compliance too. This is usually done through keep away of emotions, or they play keep away with sex, or they play keep away with their caring, or playing keep away with their attention from you. This is how they affect adults, because there's certain things that adults need from another adult partner that they're interacting with interpersonally in a relationship. Okay, so the narcissist finds and comes to realize that this is very effective when working with adults. Okay, this same method, it's just perfected in a different way, and it's introduced in a different way to adults. Now, why does it fly under the radar with adults? Because these little games and tactics that we may have all participated in, most of us, we're 10, 20, 30 years beyond that, past that, of dealing with adult situations with adult logic and reasoning. We're not even thinking about that. Okay, we're thinking this is where the complexity of our logic and reasoning completely detaches us and throws us off from these very simplistic methods that these narcissists are using. And they hide them within our own logic and reasoning. Okay? So this takeaway game, as adults, we're not thinking that this person is playing this childish ass game that's supposedly an adult. And the narcissist, knowing and perfecting their craft, knows how to disguise it as though they're not playing a game. They'll disguise it in so many ways to where, for example, they can be mad at you for something that you did. They give you the silent treatment. Okay, this is another form of that takeaway. I'm taking away my interaction from you so that you have an issue, so that you will eventually comply because you don't like now that I'm not interacting with you. When you go to ask the narcissist what's wrong, they will usually deny and say nothing's wrong, I'm just having a bad day or something else. They try to make it seem like it's not about you. This is to induce the control factor of you not catching on to what exactly is going on. Now you're trying to figure out, okay, well, if it's something at work, now you're at work or whatever, what do I have to do to make this situation right? So now you're trying to fix it. You're trying to fix something that they're making you think has nothing to do with you, but it really does have to do with you. So this is the little merry-go-round game that they play with your mind to make you think that it's not you, so that you begin to problem solve and think of all of the reasons to fix something that has nothing to do with what they're telling you it has to do with, when it really has to deal with you. So this is another way where they don't allow you to fix the problem, and the problem keeps going, and they're still playing keep away. Okay, because now it's like, well, they put you in a position to be helpless in the situation. All right, this is how they evolve this game into adult relationships that aren't supposed to be like that. And then when you do comply, they may give you a compliment or something very briefly. The compliment is not going to last very long, and then they'll find something else to play keep away. This is how they keep you in that yo-yo effect of giving you emotion and showering you with love bombing and being caring and stuff like that, and then they take it back. Then they give it again very briefly, and then they take it back. It's like the little child trying to find their toy. But they've figured out a way to play this game with adults, and in the way adults process in their minds, they know how to maneuver their way through all of your logical triggers that would see through their bullshit. And this is just something you have to realize. That takeaway game, very simple, but very powerful as well to get a compliance at least. And narcissists are basically addicted to that power of being able to get someone to do what they want them to do, based off of manipulating and controlling with the give and take factor.